Why, hello there. Welcome back to my daily long play stream. This is where I do a playthrough of my current game for a couple hours a day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, from Wednesday through Sunday. I'm back once again playing Alan Wake 2, the final draft, on the Xbox Series X. And yeah, I am back as Alan Wake, and I'm in the Nightmare World, and I gotta make my way to the Ocean View Hotel to meet up with this mysterious caller, whom I already know is, I think it's Thomas Zane. Yeah, it's Thomas Zane. Yeah, I'm gonna pop into my save file and pick up where I left off. Unfortunately, yesterday I found out that there was some sort of weird glitch that prevented me from finishing off the cult stash for the second time, because that one cult stash I didn't have, the one that had a crossbow in it, was already open when I got there, because I already had the crossbow. Weird glitch that has survived multiple patches unfixed. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but it means I can't finish that out. But I am back. I am playing as Alan Wake. I did make it through with some difficulty that whole music video sequence. It's a very highly detailed room here. And yeah, now I need to make my way to the hotel, which is right there. I've already tried going in the front door. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work, but I still tried it anyway. Got this curious echo here that I was never able to find in the previous playthrough. Also, I feel like I missed a sheriff's room somewhere around here. I know there's one in the basement. In the subway system, I mean, but I feel like there should have been one in here, this area as well. I know there's one in this area, so I guess that's how I'm going to go next. Because I got to go down this alley here, and yeah. Maybe I'll have time to try to find that echo for sure this time, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to finish this game this stream week, which ends tomorrow. But the good news is that the next game I want to play, Persona 3 Reload, the upcoming remake of Persona 3, is not coming out until Friday. And I probably won't start streaming that game until the following Wednesday anyway. So yeah, I have like all next stream week to finish this game. I thought Casey was dead here.
There's no time to lose. You're going nowhere.
Then again, this is the Nightmare World, so none of this actually... So him getting killed over and over again is not unusual.
I was dead tired. I just wanted it to be over. It was all my fault. I'd had this dark place in my head for so long. Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there. Like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place. The source of it all. The vessel.
Honestly, it definitely seems like the voice actor for Alex Casey is struggling to read the lines. Maybe whatever caused that is the reason. Maybe whatever caused him to pass away is also the cause of that apparent difficulty there.
Poisoning me with darkness.
I don't know.
I had to find a way to escape before it was too late. Too late again.
What? There you go. No, that's not it. I was just seeing if I could find this hallway here. This one right here. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be anything worthwhile here, but curiosity, you know me and all. Okay, so this is not helpful on any level. Alright. The good news is I do remember that there is a, So I thought that there was a, word of power here. No, but there's definitely an enemy shooting at me, so I'm just gonna leave there. Maybe the word of power only becomes apparent, like, later. Oh, well. So. Got these, arrows here pointing towards another word of power. Word of fix, okay. I guess there's not going to be any more words of fix then. Interesting, yep. The nightmare world has no, consistency, has no, does not follow the rules of the real world. Now remember, even before you get the compass, as it were, this area, you still have the yellow arrows pointing you in the direction of words of power. So you don't necessarily have to wait until that point to find them. You see yellow arrows pointing in the direction, pointing somewhere, follow them. They will lead you to a word of power. All right. shotgun ammo and flare. Fortunately, this shotgun is like kind of a worse version of the sawed-off shotgun that Saga Anderson has. Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Well, it's like I said before. If you keep your flashlight pointed at the shadows, the fake enemies, long enough, they'll disappear. And I see that echo up there. Remember the sequence taking so long when I first played, in my first playthrough. See what I mean about the shadows there? A word of aid. Crap. Guess I'll get this one. Yeah, there's no need to waste a flashlight charge on these shadows. That humming is the sheriff. Might as well climb down here and meet up with the friendly neighborhood sheriff, who's definitely not from this neighborhood.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in. Putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. Alternate realities, maybe. But certain things don't change. like door.
The sketch you have does look like the door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
All right. Alright, well, let's get some supplies, I guess, and open up access back to that safe room. There's an echo, there's a locked door. Alright, let's climb up here. Pretty sure that there's a word of power up there. Alright, what do we got here? Word of gun. Yeah, more powerful flare gun. Alright, yeah. Seems like an easy one to get.
I could see the Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close.
It's funny, even though I have the compass part of the map indicating where all this stuff is, I'm still not really making use of it to try to find it because I'm just remembering. Hey, look, logos of the Cult of the Tree. Now, one good bit of good news is that because I have so much, so many charges of this here flashlight, of this lantern, that I don't really need to worry about not having enough.
The lights affected where the door led to.
Also, I'm remembering, like, key details, like how to do that. I spent a long time in this sequence. Yeah, I bet that's the shadow I'm gonna have to fight later. Yeah, there's that one thing right there. I also got these boxes and like a couple of what do you call it? echoes. There's that one echo I didn't get up there. I don't know. Yeah, that's where the shotgun came from. But I already have that, so that's not something I have to worry about. Yeah, even though it seems like it might be a bit of a waste of time, I'm probably going to head back to the, what do you call it, the save room to store a few things. But also I want to see if I can get that echo. Yeah. Just for the record, I'm not going to bother with that one word of power that's on the side of the building until after I get to the point where I can just go through the front door of the Ocean View Motel, because really, it would be kind of a waste of time. Try that now. I'd have to go all the way back down, and yeah, it's just not good. It's just not a good idea. All right, see here. I'm gonna move some of these batteries here. And move one of these these flashbangs as well. Do you think I need 2 sets of hand flares? I don't know. One thing I do need is more flare gun ammo. What we got in here? Nothing. Tell that was a real enemy because it wasn't disappearing.
Shit!
Alright, let's see if we can find this echo that's over here. Probably have to climb this ladder, right? There's the black dot.
This city will suck you dry if you stay here for too long. You'll end up a lost soul, haunting the streets and alleys. A faded out shadow, glimpsed by some other poor bastard on his way toward the same fate. Your broken dreams become a broken mirror, and the twisted reflection staring back at you with all the pent-up anger, regret, guilt, and shame was the monster you could never get away from.
Alright. I mean, if I can get to, this box right here, that'd be helpful. Because there's a chance that it contains, like, ammo. But, I don't know. Well, the only bit of ammo I need is for the flare gun. To be perfectly honest, I think I'd rather just press on without it. I think forward progress is slightly more important at this point. Now, like, the other Echo is, like, right over there somewhere. Though I'm not actually seeing it. Wonder if that's at a lower level. In any case... There it is, yeah. So I need to line up the black dot in front of the white one, maybe? From over there. Yeah. Number pad, I need to find out. The Ocean View cocktail. Here we go.
Dream of calling it quits, making a clean break, retiring, escaping, leaving all this sordid misery and terror behind. Getting in a car and driving till you see the sunrise.
Do you think these echoes are always in the vicinity of these billboards for Alex Casey?
Settling down, buying a house, fixing it up, building a life, finding someone. It's a fool's dream. It would all go bad. And having let hope in, it would be unbearably worse than this. You can take the man out of the city, but you can never take the city out of the man.
He doesn't exactly have an upbeat attitude on life, does he? No. Hey, to each your own, right?
The bar menu caught my eye.
Ocean View cocktail, $25.50. That's a lot of money, but more importantly, that gives me the code I need. 2550. All right. Oh. Well, apparently, I was just able to avoid that combat situation entirely. Okay, I'll take that. So yeah, it took me, what, a half an hour to get inside the Ocean View Motel? I feel like it took me an entire stream beforehand. So, yeah, there's evidence that I'm getting faster and better at this. Unfortunately, without the map, I'm not going to be able to look at a layout of this place, let alone know where anything is.
The room was empty except for the projector. More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
All right. I think one of the reasons why I had so much difficulty the first time is because I didn't understand the concept of just keeping your flashlight, shining your flashlight on those ghost enemies to make them disappear. Like, oh crap, I just kept wasting charges in on them, or heck, even just attacking them with a melee is sort of a waste. Just hold your flashlight at them, they'll disappear. And the ones that don't, that's when you use the charge on them and you just pop them in the head a couple times.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing. Am I standing still, or running, or kneeling? You're the one who's been calling me. Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane. The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell? Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker.
The diver from the first game, that is.
I need answers. Why is return so important? What? You always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this room, in this
Yep.
And that is how the magic happened. Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratch is... Your wife is safe back in the real New York. But Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
They're on to us. If anyone asks, you were never.
Yeah, it's Thomas Darling from Control. I think the other girl was Alice. The girl was Alice?
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, the only reason for this little balcony inside the stairwell is for this thing right here.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path.
And this hotel is way nicer than the crappy places that were featured in either of the Max Payne games. The ones that Remedy did anyway. And yeah, this part of me thought, well, is this like the hotels from... Nope, nothing like the hotels from those games.
Lobby.
Okay, so the good news is there is a save point in the lobby.
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
So I can take care of that. Do you think I need to drop off any or pick up any stuff? Nope, I'm good. All right. The other good news is assuming that I can find the door, that is. I should be able to exit.
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Why does that guy that Alex Casey is talking to? Why does he look like
A play where
the guy from that couple from the beginning of the game in silhouette anyway?
Cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater.
It did say they were
Each
writing a book
company
based
only
on Alan
performs it
Wake.
once.
Maybe that's
The
the
play
connection.
was said to have special power. They were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
This is the thing I'm looking for. I guess I was aiming too high beforehand. I don't know. But I got it. Good. Use this thing in the safe room. Where's the save room anyway?
The plot.
Alright. So there's 2 more of these things then. There's no more words of fix. Words of stuff. That's the one you really want. Oh, look at that. 2 more 3 more words of action. And then 1 more word of lamp.
Alan Wake. What's never your stuff? These are my words. You're stuck in a loop. We're just stuck into a lie. These are my words.
For a moment, I thought I saw the, an echo in here. Something over here somewhere. Here it is. Alright. Actually, I might as well use this thing right now. Since I'm so low on health anyway. Alright, so yeah. I guess let's do some scenery rewriting here.
The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft back at the beginning.
That's me wasting a charge. Good job. Alright,
I didn't have the key.
maybe not, but I know where the key is. I think I know where the key is.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft back at the beginning, but closer to my goal. The troupe were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225.
Remember, folks, the thing I'm looking for the most right now is flare gun ammo. I only got one. Wow. That is not useful at all. Nothing. Oh, well. Alright, well, I guess the good news is I have the key to where I need to go. So, I guess I'll use it? I guess I'll use it.
I needed to find the key.
Apparently I don't have the key to where I need to go. I have the key to room 104. That's right. This whole, this area is actually took me quite a long time to get through. And while I do think it will be faster this time, it's not going to be, still going to take some time. I mean, look, I'm not going to say no to batteries. It's just that I know what I want the most, and the game's not providing that for me, unfortunately. Save point. Shoebox. It's not that I wanted to use the shotgun in a situation, it's just that I did not have time to reload the revolver. Wow, this game is being a jerk to me right now. Like, seriously? You're just gonna populate this environment with giant cases I can open, but are actually empty? Come on, flare gun ammo. Yeah, this game is just torturing me right now. Well, it's such is life. Okay, it's not like I need flare gun ammo, it's that I want it. Because it's like the ultimate, oh, you're in a tight situation, you have a bunch of enemies who keep killing you. Hey, this'll help. I got one flare gun bullet. One flare... Can you call it a bullet if it's... I don't know. I got one thing. But now I need to head back to the... Gotta head back to the save point soon. To deposit this stuff. Some of the stuff in the chest. Thankfully, it's like right over here. The shoebox, excuse me. Alright, what do we not need? I don't need to have two of these things on hand. Don't need that. I'm gonna move this here. Yeah, I know I'm wasting time, but still. I do have a tendency to want to, have this stuff all lined up nicely. As dumb as it might very well be. Here we go. Yeah. Don't think any of those guys are real. Just gonna have some discipline here in dealing with that nonsense. That's all.
Good evening. A writer trapped in a dream world attempts to write a story to shape reality around him and escape. He is beset by visions reaching in from realities beyond his own. He uses those visions as inspiration for his stories, in hopes of giving them power to make them come true. Us, hidden few, know that ultimately he will succeed. But before that, many of the stories collapse back into the stuff that dreams are made of, to remain as they began, works of fiction. And yet, maybe there is a gleam of truth to be unearthed from these tales. Rare glimpse into the unseen realities beyond our own, offering us intriguing avenues of contemplation as they transpire in.
I wonder if I actually make a Night Springs based game. That'd be something. Okay, so this is what I could not understand before. Words of War. Look at that. Definitely take that. There are only like 2, maybe 3 instances in the whole game where in which you are able to shoot through like destructible walls like that. So it's like they're so incredibly rare, but when you do and come across them, you don't expect them. That when you come across them, you don't expect them. And I remembered that from the first playthrough. It's like the only similar situation I can think of to that would be like in the first Halo game, that one instance in the first level where the game tells you to use the butt of your gun to bash open the door that's broken. The difference being is that they actually instruct you to do that. But that was the only time in the entire Halo series, not just that game, but any Halo game, which it had you do that. So I guess maybe that's a more extreme example of this. But the principle is still the same. Wait, what? According to this, there's a door over here, but I don't see it. Maybe it'll appear later? I don't know. Even though I'm going through this in a rather slow, methodical way, I'm still going a lot faster than I did the first time through. Honestly, based on my memory of how long it took to get to the entrance to the hotel, I kind of thought I wouldn't get there today. Jerk. Getting low on pistol ammo, aren't I? Now this is the thing I could, oops, never. This is the thing I could never figure out is why this thing doesn't work. This is absolutely how you're supposed to do it, and yet it's not working. That doesn't do anything. I mean, waste battery, but yeah, it doesn't help me at all. Alright, let's take a look here. Actually need some pistol ammo here. Does this use the same ammo as Saga's gun? It seems like it, but that doesn't make any sense. This is a revolver. That's hers is a Glock. I don't know. I still have so many charges.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began. Another vision, another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Great, I get to hear the creepy... I get to hear that the whole time. Alright, just let me see if there's any thing in here. No. You know, one thing I haven't found is the room where the good sheriff is holed up. I mean, this is a new area with its own map. Every area in the Nightmare world with its own dedicated map has a, what do you call it, a need for the pinpoint locations of all these items of significance. So it's like, yeah, guess what? There's gonna be one here. I just can't remember where.
It could not be opened on the side.
Casper Darling.
This is Dr. Casper Darling, formerly of the Federal Bureau of Control. I think the signal is coming through now. Are you receiving me? Something shifted. The previously observed interference disrupting my broadcast has gone.
This seems new.
Gravitational forces, either something moved out of the way or my relative position to a change. The alignment or the condition of this whole plane spiraled to a more favorable position.
Maybe it's not.
The ordinary rules of reality.
You know, once I'm done with this playthrough,
Best I can describe this place as a dreamscape. But who's the dreamer? And how do you wake up from this dream? I've been taking readings with the limited equipment I've been able to secure. Some riveting data accumulating. Hypotheses taking shape. My struggle with this, that the way this place works makes any hypothesis immediately come back to alter and contaminate the data. Anyway, I've been working to capture and isolate and amplify certain frequencies from the background radiation ambient noise, so let's see what happens. There. The deeper into the dark depths I got, peeling off the layers of the dark place, like the ocean zones, from twilight to midnight, to abyssal.
I definitely don't remember this sequence. That doesn't mean it's necessarily new to this playthrough, but it might just mean that I don't remember it or I missed it. Either I missed it or it wasn't here. I would remember this if I saw it.
Together, it's making it real. Is this the voice of the dreamer? What's strange is it sounds a little bit like my voice.
Do you think the voice of Alan Wake is also the voice of Dr. Casper? There are apparently 3 messages from him somewhere in this game. And that's one of them. Did I miss the other 2? I've been pretty good about, like, watching TVs when I see them. So it's like, I don't think I missed them. But maybe the first one was in the, other,
You are a character in my...
So I gotta take a moment to reload the battery. I should have done that beforehand, but I didn't, because I'm a moron.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
I was hoping you'd be in here. But yeah, I should have said that before after he came in here, but I didn't. Shotgun ammo. Doesn't seem to be as useful in this as it is in Saga Anderson's story. Because her pump action gun is so much better. Yeah. Maybe going the other way would have been better. Oh well.
Hey, Alan. How's the memory doing?
Sorry, who are you? Kidding. Good to see you, Tim.
You had me going.
Cozy place you got here.
You know, your disappearance from Bright Falls is still the only thing that folks talk about. Well, that and Deerfest. Is this where you ended up back in 2010?
You know about that?
I am the sheriff of Bright Falls. Or I was.
So Deerfest is still a thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
only
figured
thing
that
they
out.
have.
You know, I got zapped here right before it was about to happen.
Funny, me too. Are you related to Sarah Breaker? She was the sheriff of Bright Falls back in 2010.
Yeah, she's my cousin. I had a police sketch made of Door based on my dreams. I sent it around and Sarah recognized the face from an old case file from the 80s. I moved out there to look into it and became sheriff after she left to join the feds.
What was in the case file about Door?
Not a lot of details in it. A local man named Warland Door went missing near Cauldron Lake. Eyewitnesses claim he was struck by a bolt of lightning and just vanished. I never found any official records of a Warland Door living in town or anywhere.
Is a visitor.
A dead end.
Well, unlike in Saga Anderson's side of the story, there's no, here's a TV. There's no, like, what do you call it? Evidence board to put all these pieces together. Kind of would be nice if, these, sheriff rooms are also the safe rooms. Guess it's not well lit enough. Well, it's well lit enough to protect him, so I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. There's this first aid kit that I want to grab, but I need to get the need to go to the save room first. Crazy. I've only been streaming today for a little over an hour. Feels like it's been a lot longer than that. Move one of these things. Now remember, I don't need to create a permanent spot for it. I just need to have it. I just need to carry it long enough to get back to the transfer it back to the save room. Like Alan Wake takes damage seemingly much more easily than Saga Anderson, and he needs the health packs more, and being able to have like a bunch of the big ones in the shoebox is pretty helpful to me, especially considering how much more storage space he has in his shoebox. I mean, look at that. It's the same amount, it's the same size as what Saga Anderson has, but because he has so fewer variety of resources, I guess you end up not using it as much. There's no charms, for one thing. The words of power, that's your charms, basically. It fulfills the same effect. I have a lot of healing items, which I'm thankful for, but yeah, it's taking up significant inventory space here. Let's put this here. So unfortunately, I still can't seem to get the one word of power through the glass there, so maybe I have to do something else in order to actually activate that. I'm not sure.
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
Save room. Word of stuff. Yeah, the best one. Maybe I have to change the configuration of the room. All right.
Changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
That's why it pushed me off the stage. Well, unfortunately, this is not the one that the game wanted, so let's switch it to Haunted.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room? Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you. But turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around.
By Mr. Scratch.
Some joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch as the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that.
Shit!
Is that all of them? Alright, well, it looks like I can't seem to find the, what do you call it? The, containers that are supposedly here, so I'll change the scene again.
This threat could create something terrible.
And then invite another combat scene. Great. I actually have more shotgun ammo than I do, That was annoying. All right. It's interesting because the game, the map clearly shows containers that aren't here, but they probably are here in other configurations of the scene. And it really has no way of conveying that the information of which scene that would be in, or even that you need to change the scene. You just sort of have to guess. I don't know.
This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me.
I assume that red key is the delete key, right? In any case, I am slowly making my way through this game here. Actually, not so slowly. I'm doing pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at the thing here. Goals. Follow the Devil's Trail. Alright, well, I guess I gotta go down to the first floor then. Okay, so here's a question. With the, with that, Word of Stuff ability that I have, does that mean that I no longer need to find the compass in the Good Sheriff's room in order to pinpoint the things of importance? I don't know. Waste of a shot there. That was annoying. And what made it worse is every time I went in there to protect myself, all the enemies gained their shadow shields back. Now, in case you're wondering, this is not the way.
Of a new idea here.
In case you're wondering, this is not the way to get that one thing.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Let's talk about the murder. Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
the leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse.
I think I remember this sequence.
You know, join the play to get to her.
To murder her.
Yep. This sequence is annoying.
You again. The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
Yep. At least it only took me 2 attempts, whereas before it took me like 5 or something. But yeah, that is not a fun sequence.
The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
I never actually gone into this room yet. Alright, well.
I needed to find the muse, the murder victim, room 108.
Oh, apparently I've picked up a substantial amount of flare gun ammo at some point. I don't remember when, or where, but here I am with 10 shots of it. Alright, yeah.
My writing was affecting reality.
Alan Wake.
Nah.
Asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that. Freaking gum shoe dick asking too many freaking questions. I've had enough of that. Freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so will the fraternity, the club, the word. Our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer.
V for Valkyrie?
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
Alright. See, I think the game wants me to go to room 108. Yeah, there it is, right there. Sorry, but the game is pointing towards something to investigate somewhere around here, and I'm trying to find it. Alright. Well, unfortunately, the game doesn't seem to want me to find whatever it is I'm supposed to be investigating. I guess I could, like, just change it here.
something out of a horror story, but I had to keep going.
I figured those weren't real enemies. And I was right. Unfortunately, I don't seem to be finding the thing to investigate here.
The plot changes shake the world around me, layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult.
Alright, well, at least I found the thing I was trying to find. I'm trying. Now, here we go.
Hotel. Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play, and always in character.
All right. Trying to get all these like echoes and words of power and points of investigation that I can. I wonder if there's like a more efficient way of doing that than what I have been doing. I mean, just running through them or attacking them would do it, but it also exposes me to danger in case they are real. Well, it seems unlikely in this instance because I've already taken out the real enemies in here. I don't know. You just run by them and ignore them. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other thing I want to see if I can find is the Really? This still has a thing of investigation over here? Yeah, I don't know. It's possible that it was that one thing that I should have done earlier, but didn't, and caused a glitch in the game to make it seem like it never got done. I used to think when they darted around like that, that was a sign that they were real enemies. I know that that is not the case now. Alright, well... Alright, so pop into here then. Yep, that's the overlap with the that's the overlap where Thor was rescued from. Just looking around, see if there's anything I can collect, any supplies. Doesn't look like it. There's a coffee pot on that desk. Doesn't make any sense.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Rick? Are I still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
They can only barely
Lasted only for a moment.
hear each other, and only like every other word, or missing half the words.
Helping me go deeper, closer to escape. Somehow, I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
All right. Now, before I actually, before I actually go ahead and do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, this is not where I want to go. Alright, before I go ahead and do that, what I want to do is I want to get to this last word of power in here. Yeah, what I don't understand is how come it's not working. I was able to get it to work eventually in the first playthrough of this game, but I can't remember what I did differently. I don't know. It's not that. It's not that either. And this is not like a scene where I can change things either, so I don't really know. I was close to getting it there. I was definitely reacting. Okay, so the reason why I'm taking the time to do this is because this is the last thing in here that I care about. If I get to this now, I will never have to come back here again. There we go. Of course, there's like a missing echo somewhere around here as well, but it's like it's not listed on the map. I don't know how that actually works. Like I was missing 2 echoes from the first one as well. I don't know. In any case, I accomplished my primary objective here, so let's just get out of here. We can leave the hotel. Yeah. They love saying my name ad nauseum. So the game wants me to head to Parliament Tower, right? Yeah.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
How's my supply situation going? Crap. I'm gonna move some of these flare shots to, here. Mainly because it's like taking up inventory space, and Alan Wake has so little of it to begin with. It's not going to get any bigger, too. Either. Alright, so it looks like I have more these, what do you call it, echoes around here. Yeah, Alan, the ability I got is making it so I can actually see this stuff. That's pretty good. So word of power over here. I'm going to spend just a few minutes collecting this stuff if I can. And I'll probably call it a stream because I'm approaching the 2-hour mark. No, I can't go longer because I have an early day at work today. I am enjoying it. What it's worth. It is. Yeah, well, I'm starting to bump up into those things I've already found, so that's not helpful. Definitely grab that, although I have to deposit it right away because I don't have room to carry anything else. Thing, unlike with Saga Anderson, I have a massive amount of room in the shoebox to store stuff like this. There's no reason for me not to grab it. Or at least not to try to grab something as important as that. Okay, so it seems like this ability shows the presence of echoes, even though I do not yet have the ability to actually access them. Maybe showing future locations of future echoes, or maybe past ones. Maybe I lost the ability. Maybe I was one that should have gotten near the beginning of the game. I don't know. That might explain why I was never able to find this one either. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, I do not have any more words of power to collect in this bigger area. So, I think I'm going to save it, and I'm going to call it a stream here, folks. But before I go, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate when people take time out of their day to watch my streams, whether it being live or even in archive form. Just as a quick reminder, I normally do a stream like this almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. So, my plan is, I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more of my playthrough of Alan Wake 2 on the Xbox Series X, the final draft, that is. And we'll once again make our way to Parliament Tower to try to get to Alice. But until then, take it easy.